When I think about a church and what a church ought to be, I think about the character of the church, the values of the church. Not just in terms of what's written in the documents, but how that plays out in the life of the church. And for so many years, I struggled with those kinds of things in many, many churches that I was a part of and where I ministered. So much so that that's where I believe that God kind of really instilled that conviction in my heart to really come out and not have to deal with those kinds of issues of existing churches, but from a clean slate, really establish the kind of church that I believe is important in terms of its character and the values of a church. I hardly ever regret major decisions that I've made, but things that make those major big decisions very difficult are relationships. If not for that, even major decisions like that, for me, would be very easy actually. It was very hard with all the relationship aspect because we loved all of them, especially with the smaller group of people. In a relatively short period of time, 2 years, that I've really grown to love them and care for them. And not just them, the members themselves, but their kids too. After spending a whole lot of time, I landed with, kaleo, because I really focused on the meaning of it. And it basically means calling. And I realized at some point in my life that it's all about God's calling in our life. It's about being faithful. I don't set goals or imagine the church in terms of numbers or things like that. My expectations and hopes are for just daily faithfulness and trusting that God's going to take care of the rest. Whatever that means, at the end of this year, at the end of next year, right? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, wherever we are at that point, I would be thankful.